Turning to Jacobs on third. And he drives this forward to the 6. A gain of 3, and now they're going to be able to plan for first and goal.
Okay, you know me, I can't resist. I thought we might have needed the old Gene Steratore index card down there. Making a really close measurement to see if he got the first down or not. But in the end, well, the right call was made. He got just enough to move the chains.
Love from the gun. It's a Green Bay touchdown. Great opportunity to find a touchdown there, Brock, and they come through with 6.
Receivers want the ball everywhere on the football field. But you start smelling the end zone, they really want their chance. And they will tell you as a quarterback, just give me an opportunity and I'll make a play. And he sure did.
Brandon McManus on for the PAT. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Packers cut it to a field goal game. Raleigh set up, and it's away. Just a 3-point game now. Khalif Raymond to return it. Finds some space. He's past the 30. And a good return here as he gets it out past the 35. The offense headed out now for Detroit. And they'll have a little momentum as they take the field here after their kicker drilled a deep one to end their last drive with points. Good field position for the Lions here as they head up to the line. 1st and 10. I'll start on the ground with Gibbs. He gets it ahead, winds up with about 3. Brought down by Quay Walker. Give him a few yards on that run. It's 2nd and 7.
I think one thing you learn, Kate, when you transition from college to the NFL, not every run is going to be a big play. Some of them, well, they're just destined to end in a minimal gain, and some of them will set up that critical play action for later.
This is Gibbs on 2nd down. Good little rip there. Looks like about 6. Edger and Cooper there to make the stop. A solid gain of 6 there. It's going to be 3rd and just a yard.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know, and you may come back to, because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of a defense.
3rd down run by Gibbs. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
It's after plays like these, Kate, I love to study the body language. What is that offense doing after getting stuffed inside on a run like that? And more importantly, how much does it energize that defense?
On comes Jack Fox to handle the 4th down punt for the Lions. Ooh, it's away, but he knows he mishit that one. Headed for the sideline. So he sends this one out of bounds, and that's going to put the upcoming drive at the 35-yard line. The Packers and receiver Jaden Reed set to take over once again. And I think they'd be content doing everything the same as their prior drive and getting another touchdown here. A nice starting spot for the Packers this drive. 1st and 10 coming up. Love out of the shotgun. Cut by Jacobs. And they'll manage to contain him after about a 6-yard pickup. DJ Reed brings him down that time.
That is the epitome of staying on schedule. That kind of completion right there on 1st down. Well, it opens up the entirety of the playbook for 2nd down. On the 3rd and short in your back pocket, you can get even more aggressive and take that shot.
On second down, Jacobs. And he'll be brought down a step or two shy of midfield. They're going to mark him at the 48. We'll get a stoppage now. Looks like we have someone banged up after that run in need of some attention. First and 10, ball set up at the 48. Shotgun now for Love. He puts some power on a deep one. This is caught inside the 15. And it goes
Well, holy y'all enjoy the rest of the video, man. My mom be getting on me for cussing a lot of my videos. I'm trying to stop, bro.
So no mistaking that play call, Brock. They send everybody on deep goes, and it winds up paying off. What a play.
And you think on the other side, defensively, they'd be ready for this. But this is truly a breakdown in the secondary. They're just not able to make a play on the ball in the air. And the end result, as you said, a big play and a touchdown.
McManus on for the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And the Packers take a 4-point lead. On now is McManus to kick this away. Here's Raymond on the return. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. The Detroit offense getting ready for its next drive. They were only on the field for 3 plays their prior series, Brock. Let's see what changes they make to take over here. Offense ready to begin this drive. First and 10. Out of the shotgun, Goff. This is complete to Patrick. And he's up to the 35-yard line as they reel him in.
That's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for on first down. Textbook. It sets up second and very manageable, and then creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. Shotgun snap here to Goff. St. Brown there to bring it in. And he has them a first down, which they will tackle on the other side of this 2-minute warning. Throwing is gone. St. Brown's got it. Complete. And they're going to bring him down just on the other side of midfield. Give him an even 10 yards on the play. And that gives the Lions the first.
I love throwing on first down. And when you see a first down pass just like that, it's taking advantage of a matchup you planned for, and you go out and execute.
Throwing again. It's Goff. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
Send everybody deep. I know he wants to wait and stretch the field and use his arm. The trouble is you wait too long, you end up on your back.
Lions really moving with a sense of urgency. Clock keeps running. Another try following the sack. He lobs it up, looking deep to the right. This is brought in at the 15. It's a huge pickup on the play. And that'll be first.
Yeah, I see what kind of game we about to have.
You know, Kay, we often talk about flipping the field.
I hope they keep on doing this, but I see what kind of game we about to have. Oh, yeah, I already see it, bro. Y'all should see it too, though. But I already see what kind of game we about to have. Y'all enjoy the rest of the video, man. I try not to, you know, put my two, you know.
Into the red zone after that big pickup.
Hold on, y'all, sorry.
From the 15.
I try not to, you know, talk too much in my videos. Like, I try to add my commentary a little bit, but I know y'all don't really. I don't know if y'all like it or not. Y'all just comment and let me know if y'all want me to continue talking through the gameplay sometimes. I add my little commentary in there because these, you know, they just be talking too much. They be talking nonsense. Like, I try to entertain y'all, bro. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, I'm gonna shut my mouth though. Y'all enjoy the rest of the video.
From the gun, Goff. Splits a couple of defenders and completes it. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains. They'll break the huddle and come up on 1st and goal. Gibbs is in for the Detroit touchdown. The Lions take the lead just before halftime. It's a Jahmyr Gibbs touchdown. Bates now for the point after. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Lions push their lead to 3. Fox now to kick this one away. It's Keyshawn Nixon with the return. He stopped on the return at the 27. The Packers getting one final drive before the half. Not a whole lot of time left for him to put something together here before the break. And even 20 seconds left at their disposal on the final drive of this half. Looks like they'll play it safe with a run to the outside. And he's brought down for a loss. We've arrived at halftime here in Detroit. The Lions defending their building. They've got the lead at the break. Now we'll send you south to our Orlando studios for the EA Sports Halftime Report with Jonathan Coachman.
All right, Kate, thanks very much. Back to you and Brock in a bit. But first, time for our EA Sports Halftime Report. In the first half, it was the Alabama man, Jahmyr Gibbs, who had it cooking. He had a touchdown run that helped get his guys this halftime lead.
All right, thank you, Coach, and we are back and about set to begin the second half. Fox now to kick this one away. Nixon now to return it. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. Out comes Green Bay. They have the first series of this second half. They'll try to get that ground game established better than they did in the opening half, Brock. See if they can attack that deficit. drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Love looking to pass. Has him on the quick hitter. And he'll go down, and we'll say right at the 39-yard line. It's a pickup of 11. And that's good for a Green Bay 1st down.
That is what elite offenses are all about. Why worry about 3 downs when you need only 1? Move the chains in one play and keep driving that defense backwards.
On 1st and 10, here's Love. Flushed out of the pocket. Oh, he was on the move, but so was the defense, and they take him down. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
Wow, it has been such a good day offensively for the guys up front. That's actually the first sack by this defense. And now comes the real question mark. Will it lead to more? Or will this offense learn a lesson and get back to the rhythm they've been in protecting?
Offense to the line for 2nd down. Shotgun give now to Jacobs. He's got to gain a 6 there. Brian Branch getting there for the tackle. A nice pickup of 6. That's going to bring up 3rd down 9.
Fans love the long ball in baseball. It's like they got the home run derby. But you know what? Talk to managers, and they will tell you small ball can win too. Singles and doubles, you add them up, you could win a lot of baseball games. Football coaches will tell you get runs of that length. It may not be a home run. It may not score points, but it can do some serious damage.
And that's a win for the pass rush. Hit as he threw it, leads to the incompletion. 4th down coming up.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
Punt team is on now, and they get this away. And he's got this fair catch right along the 12-yard line. The Lions and Jared Goff set to take over on offense once again. And he has continued to own this defense and keep on throwing that football, partner, making this performance one that he's going to remember, but as you like to say, the defense would probably rather forget. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Tight end in motion left. Goff on 1st and 10. Has the connection to right. That chunk worth a nice 21 yards. And that gives the Lions the 1st.
Man, I love that effort, adding as much as possible to that catch while earning the 1st down. That's called yards after catch, and it's what coaches want from all their pass catchers on the roster.
Here's 1st and 10 from the 34. Goff finds Laporta. And they're going to touch him down after a short pickup.
Well, that's a pretty similar result to a 1st down run play. Moves it forward, keeps you on schedule, and makes 2nd and 3rd down a whole lot easier to manage.
2nd and 6 coming up here. From the 37, into the hands of Gibbs. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs.
Okay, I know exactly what's going to happen. I've seen it once, I've seen it 100 times. Next week on the practice field, this running back's going to say, see, I'm not just a running back. I can play receiver. And you receivers, you couldn't do my job, but I just showed you I could do yours.
They motion the tight end over. Here's a counter give to Gibbs. And he scampers ahead and gets 2 on the carry.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this 2nd down. Another one for Gibbs. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage.
That's the type of call that offensively, man, it just builds so much confidence. I don't even think they were looking to get the 1st down. Just get to a manageable 3rd down, But instead, they move the chains, and that is one disheartening look on that defense.
1st and 10 from the 41. Again, it's Gibbs. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
All right, here we go. 2nd down. Running it with David Montgomery. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
This offense may want to try and disguise their run a little bit. I don't know if it's the O-lineman's stance. I don't know if it's a cadence. I don't know what it is, but after 2 straight plays going backwards, this defense is all over them.
This drive in some serious trouble. It's 3rd and 12. Goff to the air now. That's caught for the first. That goes for 36 yards. And that gives them 1st and goal.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
Four downs now to get in. Here's 1st and goal. From the red zone now. Has it in close. And he's brought down real close to that goal line at the 1. It's 2nd and goal. Off play action, Goff. And this time they're going to get there, and they drop him. And that sack going to cost them some yardage.
Bend. Bend. Even good defenses, great defenses in this league, Kate, they're going to bend at times, but you never want to break. And when you get a sack in the red zone, well, that goes a long ways to helping your efforts.
So now, here's 3rd and goal. Williams coming in motion right. On 3rd and goal, Goff. Again, he's under pressure, and he goes down. Good pressure from the defense there has them trending in the wrong direction.
Such a promising drive and just a couple snaps ago, but now back-to-back sacks, drop backwards, and this field goal's, well, it's not a gimme anymore. Gotta hope you can knock it through and salvage some points out of a series that went so wrong.
On 4th down, the Lions gonna try to put 3 on the board here with Jake Bates. This will be around a 33-yarder for him. Bates' kick is up and good. And that'll double their lead to 6.
Inspiring a bunch of confidence in himself right there, Kate. 2nd time they brought him out for a field goal, and 2nd time, well, he's knocked it right through. Trust is earned in a number of different ways on the field, but that's the best way to gain it as a kicker.
Fox now to kick this one away. Nixon now to return it. And pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29. The Packers and Josh Jacobs about set to go on offense. And they have tried on occasion to ramp up their passing game, but just nothing has worked with consistency yet, Brock. Might be why they trail near the end of this 3rd quarter.
You sure love teams who excel on the ground, right? You love a physical game of football who can hammer at the opponent. But in today's NFL, it's just impossible to win if you don't have a passing component that's balancing it out.
1st down throw. Here's Love. This finds Dobbs. And he's downed after getting this up to the 41. Pickup of 12 on that play. And it'll be 1st down, Packers.
You know, it sure seems like he knew exactly where he was going with that before the snap. That's a pre-snap decision, that led to a post-snap first down.
Thrown on first down, Love. Escapes the pocket.
Tick, 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 tick. You know, his internal clock right there told him it was time to escape, and good thing he listened to it. He was able to make something out of nothing and at least move them forward.
Second and 3 now. Love from the gun. This is on target to Christian Watson. And he's going to get stopped right around the 45-yard line. A 7-yard pickup, and it moves the chains.
I'm sure Coach and play caller doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
Running on first here with Jacobs. And the push forward doesn't get beyond the line. Tackled by Jack Campbell. No progress on first down, and that'll bring up second and 10.
You want to see the term read and react with a little video in the football dictionary? That's it.
Second and 10, need to get some positive yardage here. Going run again with Jacobs. And that plunge is going to garner a couple of yards. Aiden Hutchinson, energetic as always after making the stick. We've reached the end of the third quarter on this Thursday night. It's Packers football, and they know what they need to do, trailing here in the fourth. Drive in dire straits. It's 3rd and 9. Shotgun now for Love. Complete beyond the marker. And he'll be brought down at about the 29. They'll get 14 yards and a new set of downs.
It was such a privilege for me to watch Marvin Harrison and Reggie Wayne in person in Indianapolis do their work. Darrell Jackson out in Seattle. They showed how great a deep out is as a chain-moving play. It's all about getting that leverage at the top of the route and then exploiting the leverage as that ball arrives on time downfield.
From the gun, it's a give to Jacobs. And he runs this one down to the 22-yard line. Call it 7 yards, and now they'll have 2nd down and 3.
Well, that doesn't net a first down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
2nd and 3 now. Now a toss. This is Jacobs. And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away.
That offensive group really hoped he was going to get it all right there, reset it back to first down. But instead, the defense, well, they're not going to let anything come easy. And their fight is giving them a chance to stall things out in 3rd and short.
A 5th defensive back into the game for the Lions. 3rd down coming. This one taken in by Kraft. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
You're not going to last long in the National Football League if you don't convert a good chunk of your 3rd downs. Nice find there to continue the series.
Offense set for a 1st and 10. Love out of the shotgun. Juke the defender. And he'll go down shy of the end zone. They mark him at the 4.
Okay, one thing I learned from the late, great Mike Leach is, yeah, the system was called air raid, but it wasn't just attacking downfield. His philosophy, and it played out right there, is you have to attack every inch of the field, both vertically and horizontally, without routes or in routes just like that.
Love. And he'll take this one in for the Green Bay touchdown. The Packers come through to tie it in the 4th. It's a Romeo Doubs touchdown. His 2nd scoring catch of the game. No hesitation on that throw. He got the guy he wanted right away, and he got it to him for the touchdown.
You know, it's great, Kate, to draw up plays that have all sorts of different options, but it's even better when you don't have to get to your 2nd read. His first broke open just like they planned, and that's 6 in the end.
The touchdown brought it even, and this try can give them a 4th quarter lead. And he comes through on the kick to give him the lead here in the fourth quarter. On now is McManus to kick this away. Here's Raymond on the return. And a decent return ends as they bring him down inside the 30. The Lions ready for their next series, led out on offense by their quarterback. And on that last drive, Brock, he crossed a notable threshold in passing yards for the season. Always nice when you can reach one of those plateaus to look back on after the year's over. They're out and set, 1st and 10. Looking to throw, Goff. Laporta with the grab. And they're going to bring him down just beyond the 30 at the 31.
He's just one of those guys, Kate. Even when he's not open, he's still a target thanks to that physicality and his ability to just play bully ball. They don't like forcing into coverage, but sometimes when you got a bully like him that can create space, you just find a way to get him the ball.
Straight ahead with Gibbs. And they'll bring him down after a pretty short gain. They push it forward for a yard, and that brings up 3rd and 8.
You know, they got some positive yards. That's a good thing. But too many plays like that, it just is too hard to pile together, get first downs against the better defenses in this league.
Goff on 3rd. This is complete to Patrick. And he'll be brought down after getting to the 47-yard line. It's a gain of 21 yards to pick up that first down.
This entire play, Kate, depends on how well he can separate from his man. You get man-to-man coverage, it's really about two things: separation and trust. Because QBs want to throw it before he breaks, that's the trust, and then they got to believe that that separation can create the big play down the field.
On 1st down, it's Gibbs. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain. It's a 4-yard pickup, and that's going to bring up 2nd and 6.
They'll come away happy getting that type of output on most run plays. It's a sign, well, they're getting some good push up front, and this running back is seeing the lanes and paying them off.
2nd and 6 coming up here. Hand off to Gibbs from the gun. He breaks the tackle. Nice. And he will get this to the end zone for a
Go, boy!
touchdown.
You run that ball!
The Lions.
That's what I'm talking about! Stand on business, nigga!
Jahmyr Gibbs, touchdown. There's time to chide him about poor tackling later, Brock.
And I probably will.
And you probably will. Coach probably will.
Push that nigga off you.
About it as well, but let's not let the missed tackle take away from an excellent effort he had on that run.
Yeah, it really was his effort to force that missed tackle, kid. I think that's the key, and open the door for that touchdown. As soon as he slipped that stop, his mind was focused on one thing and one thing only: the end zone.
And now the Lions lining up for a very important 2-point try. He's throwing for it. And this is caught, so add a couple more to this lead they've got here in the 4th.
I always say about the NFL game, it's a game of matchups. And that time they get the matchup they want, and they go right to it. It's a risky call throwing it for 2, but that risk pays off.
Fox now to kick this one away. Nixon now to return it. And pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29. The Packers ready to run their offense back out there. Still time to go, Brock, but that touchdown has them down now 7. They've got to find the end zone here. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Jacobs gets it to start the drive. Stiff arm success. And he's going to bring it up to the 40-yard line before he stopped. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And that's good for a Green Bay 1st down.
Kate, I know you can see that smile on my face as we stand next to each other. Sure, I love that run. But I'm thinking about some great running backs. In fact, Corey Dillon, who created a lot of negative grades on my play sheet because I didn't want to carry out no fake. I wanted to watch the damage he could do like we just saw.
Completes this one to Kraft. And he'll be out of bounds at his own 45.
There's no negatives ever on a grade sheet for a completion, but that's one of those situations. If you're going to take a risk and throw an out route, you'd sure like to see a little bit more yardage gained.
2nd and 6 coming up here. To the air with Love. He'll dump this one off to his running back, complete. And he's officially in enemy territory now. They're going to give him the opposing 49. Call it 7 yards on the play, and that's enough for the 1st down.
I call this quarterback's best friend. Some call it a safety valve, some call it automatic, but it's sure nice as a quarterback when you got a trusty running back over the middle of the field that you can depend on.
On 1st and 10, here's Love. Throwing the out route complete. They get an even 10 on that play. And it'll be 1st down, Packers.
Kate, I can't tell you how good that is. Anticipating the outcut, having the ball on the way before the receiver's head even turns, he puts it on him so that receiver can easily get out of bounds for the nice gain.
Love to throw again. Catch is made down the right sideline. That play good for 17 and a 1st down.
They've run this 12-yard out route, Kate, at the combine, well, all the way back to last century when I had to throw it. In this throw, this is a big boy throw. This is a differentiator. Can you make that deep out throw on time, on rhythm, and accurately? Well, that was teaching tape right there.
A new set of downs forthcoming. It's 1st and 10. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. That's into the hands of Dobbs. And he's brought down inside the 10 at the 9. It's a real solid pickup, 12 yards, and it rewards him with a 1st and goal.
Move the chains! Gotta move them chains! Build momentum and keep that defense on its heels.
They can decide to play for the tie or win later. First, they've got to reach that end zone. It's 1st and goal. Working inside the red zone. A crucial mistake late. It's intercepted. Malik Robertson takes it away.
Interception that boy off. Come on, take it for a pick 6. Go, boy. Go, boy. Yeah. Yeah.
Because the defense comes through with 6.
Nigga. Y'all, I'm not gonna lie to y'all, bro. This is the worst game for the Packers, bro. Like, every team they have faced, they have dog. I'm not gonna lie, they have dog walked every team they have faced. You face a team that's the same competitor as you, or even higher. They can't mess with us, bro. They can't mess with Detroit, bro. They can't.
Bates now for the point after.
Now, how does it feel being on the other side of the stick? You feel me? Y'all enjoy the rest of the video.
Right down the middle. And the Lions double their lead to 14. A quick chance at redemption after that pick six as it's sent away. Nixon now to return it. And a decent return ends as they bring him down inside the 30. The Packers and Jordan Love set to take over again. And as we're reminded of some of the highlights of this game, his touchdowns ranking quite high among them. We're going to see 3 of them here, and if you're scoring like that, Brock, it normally means you've had a pretty darn good game. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Love back to it after the pick. And he's just going to get rid of this one. Smart move there. When you saw the field, it's going to be 2nd down. Here's Love. Oh, he's in trouble here. He'll go down. The Lions got him. And that pushes him back. 3rd down coming up.
This is a time where you get in that huddle and you just look at one another and say, hey, let's get back in rhythm. Get back in rhythm. Get something good to feel good about. Sure, you'd love to get the 1st down, but more than anything, just find a positive play after a huge sack.
Pressure's there, and he goes down again. And consecutive sacks have them staring at a tough 4th down.
Some squads you just see love to do this, Kate, and I've got so much respect for defensive coordinators who late in the game, instead of playing prevent, well, they step up the aggression meter. Back-to-back sacks puts this offense and this quarterback way off schedule.
And they get to him and hold him down. What a play, forcing the sack, and that should just about put a bow on this one.
I think every analytics book out there, Kate, said you got to go for it. You're in 4-down territory, down a couple scores here in the 4th. But now it's all about the defense. Can the defense come with a quick turnover or a stop to somehow, some way, spark a comeback?
The Lions and Jahmyr Gibbs back out on offense. And I think we can agree the plan to keep him out of the end zone, it hasn't quite worked so well for this defense, at least not yet. He scored twice, really been the one his group can turn to for a spark or a big play when they've needed it. So with this one seemingly in their pocket, a chance to pad the lead here, 1st and goal. Montgomery runs it in, touchdown Detroit. The Lions have likely locked up the win right there. David Montgomery with the touchdown. So an exclamation point there. That caps off what
It just don't make no sense.
Has been a dominating performance.
Yeah, I would. Really in all phases, too. You know,
They just put belt to y'all, bro. I ain't gonna lie. They wore y'all. They wore y'all out. And they disrespected y'all, too, because they didn't even put the starting running back in, bro. They was like, you know what? Gibbs, he had enough, bro. He pushed y'all off. He went to the end zone. Let's put our backup running back in there. And he got a rushing touchdown.
The point after splits the upright.
And they made it kick.
And the Lions stretch their
Lions put belt to y'all, bro. They did. That's y'all fathers now, bro. Y'all are owned by Detroit now. Y'all time when y'all was dominating every team is over with now. It's done. It's over. You're done.
Fox now to kick this one away.
My bad, y'all. I was looking at my phone, but y'all are done.
Return.
Green Bay, you're done.
And he's
I
gonna
don't want
make
to
this
hear
some
I don't want to hear
before
nothing
going
else
down.
after this.
Out
Nothing.
now runs the Packer offense.
Because y'all are not undefeated
This game
anymore.
might be going better if he
That's
could
probably the
have some more
worst
time just to
loss.
work back there. This pass rush
I'm not going
is
to say it's
all
probably the
over
worst
them.
loss in
Really
channel
big
history
for
like
this
in Madden.
offense.
I'm not going to
Many
say that
moves they've
because
managed
we
to
had some brutal
Okay,
ones.
I like to say in life there's energy
But I have to
getters and
put
there's
y'all up
energy
on,
vampires.
I would say
And for this
4.
defense,
Y'all
these
4.
sacks right here, they're
We had
such
some,
energy givers.
we seen
And man,
some
it's like
bad
a vampire
losses.
sucking the juice out of an offense.
Yeah, I love that. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Love now. Oh, the football's loose. Going the other way, Lions have it. Well, that didn't take long, Brock. One play, and they're back out there.
Well, that's how a defense can make you awfully happy as an offensive player, especially when you screw it up and you fumble. The defense picks up that offense and puts them right back on the field.
Now the Lions offense gets ready to return to the field. And we'll see if those 3 timeouts get used defensively, Brock, but this one is over either way. So we have a pause here inside 2 minutes. All reviews come from the booth, and they want to take one more look.
Previous play is under review.
Yeah, pretty bang-bang play out there. It's tough to see exactly what happened on our first look in real time.
But you know what I like here, and I do appreciate, and these officials are so good at let the play just play itself out before calling it dead. Now all the replays and the camera angles will give us such a better idea of really what happened.
After review of the play, the ruling on the field is reversed.
So the nice defensive play, all for naught. He was down first, no fumble. They'll come up 1st and 10. Love now to throw. That's grabbed inside the 30. It's a Green Bay touchdown. The Packers get it back to within 2 possessions. I love plays like this, bro.
Y'all still got y'all butts whooped though, so y'all want to try to do all that at the end of the game though.
Did just that.
Yeah, beauty in simplicity, right?
Yep.
Now, when you run that fly route, you got to win right from the jump. And you got to protect yourself from the sideline, too. Don't get pushed to the boundary. Give your quarterback room to throw it up, and you can find pay dirt.
McManus there to tack on the point after. And the Packers get it back to a 14-point game. Well, time making this all but impossible, but they're going to try for the onside kick here anyway. And this is brought in by the Lions. That should be enough to secure them this win. And he's down. Looks like they made the stop at the 46-yard line. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Gibbs now from the gun. And he'll advance this down to the 38-yard line. The timeout arrives with just 3 seconds remaining in this game, so we've got one more snap coming up. Lining up to take a knee on 2nd down. He'll go to a knee, and that defense can only stop the clock 2 more times. The outcome's decided here, but we've got a timeout with 2 seconds on the clock so they can think it over before their final play. Setting up for the kneel down on third. Drops to a knee here. Only one more timeout for that defense to burn and preserve some clock. And here's the timeout with just 1 second left on the clock. So we're going to have one more play left in a game that's already decided. All right, one more snap to play here. Running for it, here's Gibbs. And he's going to be brought down at the 35-yard line. So it's one for the win column for the Lions. And partner, I know you took down plenty of division rivals in your NFL days. Heck, your conference opponents back in Washington in your college days always makes the win a little bit sweeter when it comes against a rival, doesn't it?
Yeah, there's just a little bit more emotion. There just is.
Yeah.
I mean, you try to keep every game level, and no opponent's bigger than the other, but familiarity does breed a little more contempt, and we could feel it today, and that's why that W is a little bit sweeter.
So for Brock Eward, our incredible crew, everybody here at EA Sports, I'm Kate Scott signing off. We'll see you next time. It's a win for the Lions, as we'll see you next time from Detroit.